because
She went to Norfolk State.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatchamacallit and them was down there. Tammy, Tawana Hurdle,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
was down there at the same time I
Oh,
was
okay,
down
okay.
there. 'Cause
And did you know Candy Alexander? Who was
did
she
she live?
married to? Dwayne Powell? You know Dwayne Powell.
Yeah. Did
So,
she live back up there with my cousins up? What
Cook
is that?
Street.
West North Walnut back up
No,
in there?
no, she lived
No,
up
that
Cook
that's
Street. They grew up on the other side of Zion, next door to Zion, behind Zion. They grew up over there.
I don't know. Probably by face.
She has a sister, Angie. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
55.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we're the same age. So Candy is a year older, but they went to Norfolk State too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was because there was some people down there.
I know.
Tanya, I seen Tanya and them. We was all like Greek Fest.
Yes,
I seen them
all the
around Greek
time.
Fest, and
Yeah. I was down there too.
You
Listen, I was down there too like a student, and I wasn't. That's okay.
88 and 89.
Yes, absolutely.
89 was the crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was out there 89,
And then
right there on the
Shiki,
strip.
You know Shiki?
Yeah.
That's my cousin.
Okay.
My first cousin.
Yeah, I know Shiki.
Yeah. So Shiki was down there, all of them, but she's younger.
Yeah,
but we were going back and forth down there all the time.
They graduated what 88 after me.
Yeah, after
Yeah,
you.
him
Yeah,
and
after you.
because me and G Yates was cool.
Okay. So you know my brother Jason Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 I know. Some of the people I know,
Right.
but I can't remember names.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh.
So
man.
what high school did you graduate
Wilby.
from? Oh, okay. So you graduated with Shiki.
87.
No, Shiki graduated. Yeah.
I graduated with Sherry and them.
Okay. Yeah.
Sherry Privet and
Yeah. All of them.
who else? Chick, Terry Johnson, and what's their name? The Jackson, Tamika.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah.
Shiki went to. I think he went to Crosby. I don't think he graduated from Wilby, but he's a year behind us anyway. My brother graduated from Crosby.
Right.
Yeah.
Wilby was the
Klock,
juice back then.
Red.
87 in the 80s, Wilby was the juice.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was.
We never was the juice.
Listen,
Do your homework.
I ain't gonna say neither one because I wasn't at either one. I was at Canaan.
We never
Everybody's
was the
like,
juice
you
and
corny,
still ain't
Shawne, you
the
at
juice.
Canaan. I said, no, I'm not. I said, I have a
Okay.
plan.
We playing. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
we are playing. Oh, Kyle's like, y'all keep chit-chatting. Ready, Kyle? All right. That's some good tea. That's from the lady, the tea lady.
Welcome to the Clock Hour. I'm your host, Marv Kendall, and I have some very, very, very special guests up here today with me. And, a lot of times I say that my guests are very special. These two ladies are very special to me because we have history that we didn't even know about. And we were just sitting here wasting time conversating about the whole thing. But I had to get to the show so that way they can tell you what they do, who they are. I'm going to let them do it, and I may throw in a couple of questions here and there. I always try to let y'all know this show is about the people, for the people, and by the people. So that's how we're going to do it today. And how y'all doing?
We're doing
Good,
well.
we're
How are
good,
you?
we're good. How are you?
Good. I'm
Thank you
here
for having
with
us.
Tracy and Shawne, tea and cornbread. And y'all see me on their show. So now I had to bring them on mine just to show love, and I respect what y'all do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We respect what you do.
Exactly.
Awesome.
North End Co-op.
Yes.
Yes.
North End Co-op.
Explain that.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what.
Right
because
into it.
you
Yeah.
know, and then we're coming into the tea and cornbread.
Okay.
But explain that.
All right. So North End Co-op is going to be a grocery store owned by the people, owned by us that live in Waterbury. You don't have to live in Waterbury to be a part of it, but it's a grocery store that's owned, governed, and run by the people. And so what that means is you can become an owner of this grocery store, and we are here to bring economic empowerment, jobs, and fresh produce, fresh fruits and produce that's great for, access to it rather in our community because we don't have it. We're in the food apartheid, so that means it was systematically derived to not have access for our people that are suffering from different diseases and poor quality of access, And so that's what the North End Co-op is all about. So we are boots on the ground right now, brand new, and we need everyone in the community, no matter who you are. If you are in Waterbury and you care about having access to real good food, like locally grown food, and also education, we're going to be, we're teaching people every time we do an event, we're educating people on the different things that you can do to help with your life and with your health and wellness. And, because of the disparities in our community, we have the highest rates of most diseases. And no matter who you are, if you live in that apartheid area, you are affected by that.
I told the doctor one day, not to cut you off, I told the doctor one day, because every time I would go in there, she would look on the laptop and say, you take this, you take that. I said, you're trying to kill me. I said, I think you're selling sickness.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
wow.
you go.
Because
It's sick care.
Yeah.
It's sick care,
She looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah,
And then she
yeah.
called the shop people in. See? I said, see my point? I went to your tea party.
You did.
And that's what we're having. We're having some
Right.
of that tea today.
Y'all brought some
Where's
tea
that
in today.
package? I didn't bring the
And,
package out.
I think I was the only guy there, but
It's okay.
just being able to listen, I'm secure with who I am, my manhood and everything.
Okay.
It was just interesting in knowing that we really have access to all of this.
We do.
Right.
And that's what we're here for. We're here to show you that you do have access to it.
Right.
And once the store, we don't have a brick and mortar. Right now, we're, like I said, boots on the ground, where we're building that community and showing introducing the community to the concept of a co-op, because co-op is cooperative. So that means all of us collaboratively put our resources together to own this store.
So right now, would you say like you have a spot somewhere that people bring vegetables and produce at? Or
No, we don't have that yet, but we're working on it. We don't have that yet, but what we are doing is farm stands. And so we may be near your church. We may be near, you know what I mean? So we've been doing farm stands all summer. We just did one last week at where were we? Because it just goes. We were downtown. Yes, we were downtown at the Afro. Listen,
Yeah.
don't quote me. I don't remember but wait.
Look, Afro something another.
The Caribbean Culture Center downtown. It's not Caribbean. The Culture Center downtown. I'm gonna get the right name. Sorry for that. But
It is Caribbean.
It is the Culture Center. They had a festival in front of Library Park, and so we were down there.
I seen it. I was supposed to come, but I got a phone call. We
Yeah.
don't need you today.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
because I be cooking for the Southern Tree. I
Okay.
help the
Okay.
Southern Tree.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they said we don't need you today.
Okay. They were down there. So,
Yeah.
so we were down there with fresh fruits and vegetables from the local farms. There are 2 farms that we bought from that day is out of Cheshire. So when people say that there's no access, I mean, there is no access really in our neighborhood for people that don't drive, right? But for those that do, the farms are open until Christmas. Like Arisco Farms on the bottom of Southern Ten Mountain, and then there's another one off of Route 10. Those are the 2 that we've been getting most of our produce from. We also get produce from Hodges Farms and Urban Fresh Garden.
Tony.
I
know Tony.
Yeah, Urban Fresh Garden and Hodges Farms,
Right.
depending on what's in harvest at that time. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're
That's
doing,
cool.
and we're going in the neighborhood.
Right.
We're not on the outskirts of it. We the first time we did it, it was such a success. We were right across from AME Zion on Pearl Street,
Right.
and for them to come out of church and be able to
So
buy buy
out without-
something.
within
Yeah, we
seconds.
sold out. And so we just kept it going, you know. So we've been there, we've been at Grace, we've been at Zion. We've
Lakewood.
been at Lakewood Park, yes.
Right, I've seen y'all.
Yep.
You ever think about a truck? Like I used to
Yes, we
frequent
do.
DR. I frequent DR.
Oh,
I was
on the
in
side of the
the
road.
hood, and you know, I didn't just do the resorts.
Right.
I went to the Capitol, and there's a truck that ride around, and they blow the horn, the music,
has
and
the-
everything. He got
people come
fruits
out.
and vegetables.
Yeah.
Everybody.
That's
comes
like an
out.
ice cream
Yes,
truck. Yes.
yes.
So I mean, those are our ideas,
Right.
you know, and it
Maybe
just takes.
starting next spring or
We
something.
just need help.
Y'all
We
hear
need
that?
help. We need help. If you want to roll your sleeves up, if you have access to whatever it is that can help us, or you just want to get in the trenches with us, because that's what we
Right.
need. That's what we need. 'Cause it's going to take us all for this
Right.
to come to pass.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold you to that.
All right.
Because
All right.
I'm off a couple of days. I'm retired, so
Okay.
I work a couple of days, and a couple of days I don't do nothing.
Okay.
So you volunteer in your services?
On,
If you can.
on
If
camera?
you
on
can.
camera.
If,
No,
on
if you
camera,
can. I didn't mean to
can.
put you on the
national
spot.
Look,
I didn't
I'm
mean to
calling
put you
you
on the
national
spot.
TV.
Because there are a lot
you
of
too.
volunteers that come out of
Right.
help. There's a
Yes.
lot, like Shawne
Right.
said, there's a lot that needs to still
Because
be
of
done.
what you're doing. That's
Right.
Yes.
that's so noble to me. When I see y'all, I'll be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and we're
appreciate it.
introducing people to things that, so like for instance, you know, we brought out the squash, the winter squash, the
Right.
acorn squash, the
Right.
spaghetti squash, you know, and things like that. And people are like, "What do you do with it?" You know what I mean? So
they don't
we
know.
kind of
Yeah.
they don't know. So we're gonna be putting out recipes. You go
Right.
to our website, northendcoop.com. And we're going to be doing recipes. And if you have any ideas that you want to share, or if you want us to do something
I just
in
used
particular,
to saute
that's
them,
it.
get a little
You roast them.
tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, and season them up,
yeah,
throw it on
that's
some rice.
it. That's it.
What? We
You're good.
winning.
You
Yeah.
winning. You winning. So that's what the North End Co-op is all about.
Okay.
And we're here. We're here to stay. We had someone come and just like, "Oh, this is really gonna happen." Yes, this is really gonna happen.
Right.
It really
Because
is gonna
everybody's
happen.
in your corner now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
you
we
got to-
appreciate all that you are, all of you that come out to support us in any way,
Right.
shape, or form. If you have an organization that we can collaborate with, that's what we're looking into
There
for
you go.
2025, is to collaborate with more organizations that are boots on the ground, that are, you know, servicing the people that need it most.
Right.
You know, and we're uplifting the people. We're not,
Yeah.
we're not, what's the word we're saying? We're not giving a hand out, we're giving a hand up.
Right.
You
And
know what I mean?
you know what? It makes sense because a lot of people just don't know.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
And then, you know, I've been in food. That's my trade.
Okay.
And you don't know
What you don't know.
what you don't know. And then, you know, pesticides and stuff
Exactly.
like just
Oh.
something as simple as grains. They're allotted a certain amount of bugs in your
In
grain.
your grains, isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you know, they just don't know. Like when I went to your tea party, I was listening to the lady and she was speaking about different teas for different ailments. And you know, we sitting there killing ourselves taking medication, one medication for that medication,
Yeah.
and that medication for
That's
that medication.
that's
Yeah.
causing
You're
more
like,
issues.
yo, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's causing more issues because the side
Yeah.
effects are ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna have you hold out. Talk
Yeah.
about the tea and cornbread thing now, because I was on y'all show. I like that, and you did your homework, Miss
Yes.
Tracy. She did her
Yes,
homework.
yes, she does always.
Well, thank you. Tea and cornbread, that was a brainstorm, I think, between Shawne and I. It was, I always talked about doing a podcast. I said, I'm going to do a podcast. I'm so sick of people and what they're putting out there. So I'm going to get on a podcast and my narrative is going to be all correct.
Right, right.
But all I did was talk about it.
Right.
What happened was Shawne had a was it a podcast? already. What was the name of it? Say it.
Back to Earth.
Back to Earth. And she interviewed me on it.
Back
It was
to
just
Earth?
audio.
No. When I interviewed
Is
you,
that
it was
like
it was
aliens
50.
and UFOs and stuff?
No,
No.
that's different subject.
No.
Different subject.
Back to Earth is going back to Earth when you're eating
Yes.
for your body.
Back to Earth,
But
natural
no.
stuff,
Was
using-
you're 50 now what? You were my first
You're
guest.
50 now
on
what?
You're 50 now.
Yeah.
I have 2 podcasts.
Okay.
So we have 2 podcasts.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're 50 now what?
Yeah, I think I was the first one
You
that
were.
was on that.
You were,
And
yes.
we did an audio of that. And
Okay.
it just flowed.
Right.
Not that it wouldn't because we sisters and we grew up with each other. Pearl Lake since we were like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
And all the conversations that we had. So that kind of opened up the door. Shawne is like, are you ready? You ready? I'm like, I don't think I could do this. I don't think I could sit in front of this camera and do this, even though I talk junk about it. So with her guidance, that's how tea and cornbread was derived. The name tea and cornbread is just that. Tea, sipping tea,
Yeah.
eating cornbread.
And she
It's
brought
not-
it.
It doesn't always have to be cornbread, but we eating
Right.
on
It's
something
just
and
like-
having a conversation like
Right.
you would do
Yeah, the
in
tea
your
and
house.
crumpets.
Just, yeah.
Right.
Sitting around with your friends.
And I always believe that's what's important. Like some people, they get kind of nervous when they come on. They see cameras and everything.
Yes.
I mean, like, well, act like they're not there. And we can talk. And we can talk all day. We can talk about everything. Anything
Yeah.
you want to talk about.
Yeah.
We can go. I have no problem with going and making them comfortable with what's, going on there.
Yeah.
And y'all are doing good. Like I said, I appreciated somebody interviewing me for once, and I'm like, bad. That'll work. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. And we
Yes.
talked.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
Marv, you can shut up now.
Not at all. But
No.
I think that's what a part of what tea and cornbread is.
Right.
It's about talking to this generation. Like
Right.
I said to Shawne, I'm in the better half of my life. I'm over 50 now, and I feel like I'm in the better half of my life. What am I going to do with myself? We talk about it all the time, so let's make it happen.
We're a
so
club.
we're talking
Yeah.
to people who have changed their lives for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They have changed their lives and they're doing what they love, what they like, what makes you happy. And that's what it is all about. Do what makes you happy.
Right.
Do what brings you joy.
And you know what? Sometimes you get a little sidetracked. You're like, oh, I ain't doing that. Oh, this is going to take too long. Oh, I'm going to do this.
You talk yourself out.
Yeah.
Right.
You talk yourself out
It's
of
easier.
it. And
Right.
It
It's
is,
easier.
but I mean, I'm one that's like, just jump in.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just jump in and
You
we'll
have to
figure it
have a
out as we
challenge.
go,
You have to
right?
have a challenge.
Because if not, you will never do it, especially if you want something to be perfect.
Right.
We're not perfect. We're absolutely not perfect.
Exactly.
But, it's just a matter of I learn, and then my kids edge me on all the time, so I'm happy that we're doing this, and what opened up the door for us is we have learned about different organizations and different
yes.
people that are doing fabulous things in our community.
Right.
Not even so much, the glitz and glams of those that are out there, like the stars of out there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a bunch of stars right here
Right.
in our neighborhood that are doing good, and have come over and have gone through some things.
Yeah,
and
educated us on
educa-
different stuff.
yeah,
Yes,
and
definitely.
overcome and been victorious within their journey and things like
Giving
that.
back,
And
just giving back.
yeah.
There's so many organizations
All
out
of
there
it.
that are giving back, that
They're
are
giving
out
back
there for the people.
right, for the people, and to show people that hey, you're not alone.
You're not
You know what I
alone.
mean? And
Yeah.
we
You're
ha-
right.
and you have access to us.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You have access to.
I seen
Mara.
y'all all summer.
Every-
I
yeah,
seen y'all
yeah.
all summer.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you because whenever we have
Absolutely.
something going on, you are there.
You are there.
You are in the
Absolutely.
room.
I
Definitely.
you know what it is? I had separated myself from this for so long, and I was like, let me take a look and see what's going on. And I support what I can, and so let me really look and see what's going on. I may not agree with everything or get along with everybody, but I'm there to support.
Absolutely.
And can't nobody say I'm not, because I show up.
Right. And that's the truth.
That's it.
That is
Yeah.
the truth.
Marvin
Marvin
be in the
yeah,
room.
Marvin tell you,
He be in
I'm
the room.
gonna be there, and then he was there,
Yeah.
like that day at the tea party.
Yes.
I was like, Marv, I'm so happy you here.
Marv
Like,
came
listen, I
dressed to
told you I was-
impress.
yes,
Like he said, he was the
Part of
only
the
man
tea
in the
party,
room.
yes.
He didn't look in there and say, "Oh, I'm the only male. I'm gonna leave."
Absolutely.
He sat down, listen,
Right?
and learn.
Right. And
So,
I still got my tea samples at home on my
Well,
counter.
you're supposed
You
to
gotta-
be drinking.
why didn't-
Look, you're
yeah.
supposed to be drinking.
You
I
made
don't-
that.
Today we
I don't know.
drinking what we
I don't
we
know
had
how to do it. I be forgetting to get one of them things to strain
right,
it
we're gonna
through.
hook
I was
up.
getting ready to say,
We're gonna hook you
Shawne's
up.
gonna give you a demo
Man,
before we leave
Yes.
because
And
you
then I
made
want
that
to go
tea?
back to North End Co-op.
Right.
I want to go back to that.
Okay.
Because when you say, you came to the Tea Party and things like that, there are 7 of us, 7 women
Yes.
that started this, that are the founding members of North End Co-op. Shout out to my board, to our board, and the volunteers. We have, we're building our membership ownership. If you're a member, you're an owner.
Right.
Building that member owner up. And so shout out to all of those that have joined us and that joining in this journey. And I want to thank Marv. Marv is going to be our new owner. He don't know it. I'm putting him out there right now. So yeah, I would be remiss not to shout out the founding members.
Right.
It's 7
Right.
of us, and 5 out of the 7 grew up here.
Dear.
Grew up straight up in the neighborhoods that we're talking about. And then 2 of them are from out of state, and not from out of state. One is a transplant here, has been here over 30 years, and the other one she's out of state.
Right.
And when I tell you, we are just like, listen, let's do this, y'all. Let's do this.
And you know what I noticed? Y'all, the whole crew is what is it? People person. People, they're people.
Yeah,
You could
absolutely.
bump into them and have a conversation,
Yeah,
and you'd be
yeah.
like, by the time the conversation over, you'd be like, "What is your name again?"
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Very
"Hold
personable.
up." Yeah, they, you
And
know,
passionate about what we're doing.
The whole crew just,
Yeah.
hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, how you been? Hey, how you doing? And that's important. They taught us as a recruiter, you want to get people to be able to listen to you and like you. And selling is the smallest part of the pie. You want people to listen to you and like you. Because I like y'all, I would buy anything from you. I would spend money. Not because of what you're selling,
Right.
but because of who y'all are and what y'all do. I'm going to support. Here, I'll buy that. Like I got Free Her t-shirts, a bunch of Free Her t-shirts because of I know
What they're
the
doing.
people.
their purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anytime, Shay was up here, she had a shirt. Okay, I know she do shirts.
Right.
Okay, let me get one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just, I think that's important. Get people to listen to you and like you.
Yeah.
What you selling
and that's
after
it.
We
that?
got t-shirts too.
I know.
Yes, we do. We do.
We'll go into that segment, but we
Yeah,
got t-shirts
we-
too. We got
I'm
tea and
gonna
cornbread
get one of
t-shirts
them.
too.
Rhonda
Gatlin Hunter, yes.
Gatlin Hunter
Okay.
is the one that
Yeah.
Hunter Gatlin.
I'm gonna do mine here pretty soon. I just got a little
Be
bit
more.
lazy.
Be more
too.
is she's the one that created this logo
Okay.
and our T-shirts. So yeah,
right.
and we do have some.
Y'all doing your
we
thing.
have some available.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all
me
doing
too.
your thing. I'm
And
gonna
if-
get mine. I just been kind of lazy. Not
that's
lazy
all right.
because I got sidetracked
It's
for a
okay.
minute.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
no, you got a lot of stuff going on,
It's
Marv.
okay. You
You
know.
out there. You
I
out there.
slowed down.
Yeah.
I'm slowing down.
Slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, to focus on this, and like I said, I got another podcast working on, so I'm slowing down.
Okay.
You slowing down.
Yeah.
So there's so if you want to check us out,
Yeah.
we're on Mondays. Kyle, Mondays. We record each Sunday.
We record
and it
Sundays.
drops on Mondays,
Tuesdays.
Now I got a question.
Why are we talking?
What kind of adversities have y'all been bumping into?
What do you mean?
Everything has been. I know everything couldn't be smooth.
As far as
Everything-
the podcast, you mean?
No, as far as
filming?
everything.
There's always going to
Oh.
be some adversities.
Right.
But you know what? The thing, this is just me. Because somebody said to us one day, they asked the question, if you don't get this, what will happen? I said, we shift and move. You know what I mean? So adversities just makes me say, okay, what's the solution?
Right.
You know what I mean? We've been really blessed that a lot of people have really opened up their arms and said, listen, what kind of help do you need? And let's do that.
Because
right?
nobody's done it.
Nobody's done it here, and we're the third co-op, registered co-op in Connecticut. There's 2 that's been open 16 years and 40 years, I believe. in Willimantic and New London, that's an hour drive from here.
Right.
You know, but the store, when the store opens, right, it's going to be
Yep,
a
claim it.
community hub. And so it's not just going to be your average grocery store. You know,
Okay.
it is going to be, the main thing will be the grocery store, but it's going to have you'll have access to a community room. We're doing cooking classes. We're going to have a commercial kitchen.
Hopefully a daycare.
And hopefully a daycare. There's so many things, but we need the owners. We need people that are that want to be owners to come in and say, you know, what are your ideas? Because this store is going to be derived from everyone, all the owners. You know, not just me, not just my idea,
not just the original seven.
Yes, not just our board. You know, we govern it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're an owner, you have a say, you have a vote. You know, and so we are looking for you that want to make sure that this happens. And also, it's going to build economic empowerment,
Right.
You know, and encouraging. It's encouraging and all that. And there's so many talented people out there that are discouraged because no one's giving them a chance or opportunity to show their talents and things like that. You know, so
that makes sense. And I was just wondering because, you know, a lot of times I'll sit back and I'll watch, and I'll be like, leave them alone. They're doing their thing. Or I'll sit and watch and somebody will say something crazy and I'll be like, nah, let me get away from that.
Yeah.
You know?
But we don't, I always say anyway, if you're not, if I'm not connected to you, you know what I mean, and you have something to say or whatever, it goes on deaf ears.
Because when I saw you at my cousin's thing, and then that you was at where I had pointed you was there.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Because sometimes you'll tell people certain things. Look, this is going on.
They don't follow up.
Right.
And you don't ever see them again.
And we were there. Yeah.
You was there.
Absolutely. So I mean, I don't know. It's just, we do. You always have obstacles.
Right.
You know, but we just don't. We just find solutions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Instead of laying down and just
we
letting
go
them walk
around
over.
it or
Don't
step
sprint
over
into
it
it,
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I've been in business forever.
Right.
You know, I'm originally Shawne's Main Attraction. You know what I mean? And so, you know, even if you think about that, my business wasn't always the greatest, you know, and things like that. But at the same time, it's like, what is the solution? What do I need to do?
Right.
You know, because maybe I didn't get the loan, or maybe, you know, I didn't, whatever it is, right? And then you just keep going. You just keep going.
Because we did the park, the basketball court. When we first decided we were going to do it, we went to a group of people, and they was like, nah, you can't, nah.
Then you just found a group of people that say, yeah.
We went around
There
that.
you go.
And they were calling the cops and everything while we were down there.
It's all right, though, but guess what?
We got it done.
I was about to say.
Got it done.
You know what I mean?
I got the blue sneakers at home
There you
to
go.
show.
You got it done. And kudos to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that right there, that made that corner, that area, you know,
Right.